Did the COVID pandemic freak you out and you're still not over it? You're not crazy and you're not a bad person. You might just be suffering from amygdala hijack. To kick things off, let's start with Danger 101. The amygdala is a part of the brain that prompts the nervous system to react to potential threats and danger. And it prompts these reactions to occur quickly, strongly, and often involuntarily. Like when we jerk our hand away from a hot flame before we've realized we've actually done it consciously, before we've had a chance to think about it. Or when we freak out over a spider in our peripheral vision, only to realize that it's nothing but a lint ball. Or perhaps even only to realize that it's just a gag, a spider gag toy. So amygdala hijack is a term to describe these automatic threat response processes beyond our conscious or logical control. These functions of the brain, this part of our brain is often referred to as our cockroach brain or our lizard brain. The lower brain that we inherited evolutionarily from earlier life forms. We really do struggle to reason our way out of an amygdala hijack response using our higher brain, our frontal lobes, or our neocortical brain, frontal and temporal lobes. These are the parts of the brain that are responsible for reason, higher human-like emotion, rationality, and so on. And we really struggle to access these parts of our brain when we are triggered by fear or threat. Let me try and explain this further. Have you ever watched a horror movie late at night in your lounge room and you're like, I know I'm locked in my house and I'm safe and I'm alone, but I am freaking out right now. And you're checking under the bed and you're seeing things in the shadows, even though you know there's nothing there. This is the lizard brain fighting the logical executive higher brain. And it's important to know that when there's a brain battle between logic brain and danger brain usually wins. That's the way that we are evolved to protect ourselves and save ourselves from threat. So what I'm saying here is that when we get triggered into fear, we usually react instinctively to escape the fear as quickly and easily as possible. The logical pros and cons of a course of action might happen later when we're safe, when we've had time to process. But at the time of the emergency, we do what we have to do to survive. Even if it's dumb or embarrassing. Like freaking out at the fake spider gag. And then we realize that we're safe, we realize that we've been tricked, and we laugh about it with our friends. My point here is to suggest that during the COVID era, some of us may have behaved in ways that were prompted by fear rather than by our logical higher self kind of thinking. And if we're looking back and wondering how or why we behaved the way we did in ways that were uncharacteristic or way more fear-based than usual, or way more angry than is usual. And of course, I say again, anger is often projected fear. The concept of the amygdala hijack may be a useful concept to help explain that behavior. We were acting out of our lizard mind rather than our wise mind.